Well, I am thrilled. We spoke to Kerry Ellis on the show last week, Suffolk-born singer who sings alongside Queen guitarist Brian May on many, many occasions. Very accomplished duo they are these days. And they launched their own Hedgehog campaign a week and a bit ago called Amazing Grace. We played the tune on the show, which is gorgeous. And I'm thrilled to say that Brian May is on the line to us right now. Good morning, Brian.
I am indeed, Mark.
Good to talk to you.
Good morning to you.
Thanks for sparing us some time. I know you are incredibly busy. Thank you.
Oh, I had to talk to you. You guys are doing a great job. It's
Bless
brilliant.
you. Bless you. Why are you so interested in them?
Well, we do a lot of wildlife rescue, as you know. We have a wildlife rescue centre called Harper Asbury down here in Surrey, a rival borough. And my wonderful CEO, Anne Brum, has rescued literally thousands of animals over the years. So it's foxes and badgers and deer and all kinds of birds and stuff, and hedgehogs. So normally over winter we have probably 80 or 90 hedgehogs wintering with us, and then they all go back into the wild, you know. But as you know, they're in a terrible state, the hedgehogs. You know, a lot of them come in poisoned and lame, and it's a tough life for hedgehogs out there at the moment.
They're an iconic creature for us, Brian, aren't they? I mean, I don't know about you. When I was growing up, they were always in the garden, and you just regularly saw them. Okay, some were flattened on the road, but they were just so common, and now it's been such a rare occasion to see them.
Yeah, we used to feed them milk and bread, which of course is not good because they're actually intolerant to milk, and none of us knew that at the time. But I think the world was a much kinder place in those days. You know, there weren't so many slug pellets for a start. I mean, most of the hedgehogs that come into us in Nepal are eating some kind of poison. And, you know, that's the first thing I would say to all your listeners. I know you've been saying it already, but, you know, get rid of all your poisons, or get rid of the slug pellets, because the hedgehogs will eat your slugs. So don't worry about it.
It's a no-brainer for a gardener, isn't it? It's a no-brainer, because they'll come in, they'll eat the slugs, they'll eat the snails, they'll eat the caterpillars. We had one in the garden last year. And I thought, what on earth is that noise? And I looked under some bushes, and it was literally crunching its way through the snails.
Yeah, they do, yeah. And, of course, you're killing the birds as well with slug pellets, you know, because the birds will eat the snails. It's appalling. And it's in the town and it's in the country equally, you know, sadly. And, of course, there's this thing of the hedgehogs need to forage for food, so you need to make a hole in your fence so they can move around. If we all did that, then hedgehogs would be in a much state.
It's really simple stuff, isn't it? It's not difficult, is it?
Yes, just be considerate to them, really, yeah. We've enjoyed this campaign, really, because we do campaigns on a sort of national level, you get opposition. Like if you're trying to save foxes or badgers, you're up against people who want to continue to abuse them, you know. But actually everybody loves hedgehogs, and why not? And they've been in this country for 15 million years. So I think they have a perfect right to be here. Yeah,
and we've destroyed an awful lot of their habitat, we really have. So it's about time that the gardens, particularly now, could be a real stronghold for them.
That's right, yes. We're destroying so fast, and the rate that concrete's being laid down in this country, again in the town and in the country.
Brian, we've got a certificate for you, and I've gone the Whole Hog with BBC Radio Suffolk car sticker, which we've passed on to Kerry. So when you see Kerry next,
and I got it.
Excellent.
Got it. Thank you very much. Yes, it's proudly displayed in my house already. Yeah, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Go on, put the sticker in the back of your car. Go on.
Absolutely. Yeah, we will.
What do you think about what we're trying?
Whole Hog with you.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What do you think of what we're trying to do here? We want to be the first hedgehog-friendly county in the country. What do you think of that?
I think it's absolutely wonderful, and I just had to support, you know, and I'll do anything I can to support you along the way.
Bless you.
Yeah, the place that I am driving at the moment, or being driven, luckily, or I wouldn't be speaking to you, is Surrey, and I think there's a little bit of a movement in Surrey to try and rival you, to try and, you know, but imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so you have done it. You've started it off. Pleasure.
Well, we'll keep going and keep in touch. We're going to play Amazing Grace now. Just tell me the backstory to this, because one of the hedgehogs was called Grace, wasn't it?
That's right. It's one of our rescuees. She was a tiny little thing that would fit in a palm of your hand when we first got her orphaned, and not in a very good state, so the chances were against her surviving. But she was bottle-fed for a while. I mean, Anne stays up all night bottle-feeding these animals. And she pulled through, and she's been a real little fighter. So, yes, we named our campaign after Grace. And then suddenly Amazing Grace seemed like a lovely kind of relevant kind of thought, you know, because we're talking about human beings who were downtrodden at one time, and animals now are the new downtrodden species. You know, unfortunately, human beings aren't very nice to each other, but they're even worse to the rest of the creatures we share this planet with, and I think it should change. It really should.
Brian, great to talk to you. I know you're very busy. Thanks for sparing us some time. And
thank you, Mark.
Great to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Respects to you and love to everybody.
Bless you. Thank you very much indeed. That's Brian May. And here he is along with Kerry Ellis with the aforementioned Amazing Grace. Kerry Ellis and Brian May, an Amazing Grace, the song that they've dedicated to Hedgehogs, and fabulous to have the support of Queen guitarist Brian May. He's a big conservationist and throwing his weight behind the Whole Hog campaign. Got his certificate already and promising to put that car sticker in the back of his car as well. I've gone the Whole Hog with BBC Radio Suffolk. So if you're doing something, you want to sign up, then do let us know. We've got our own email. It's hedgehogs@bbc.co.uk, hedgehogs@bbc.co.uk, and we want Suffolk to be the first hedgehog-friendly county in the country. Sounds as if we might have a bit of competition with Surrey, though.